Hello and welcome to our podcast where we delve into important topics shaping our world. I am your host Maria Chiza and today we have a special guest joining us, Resti Navagala, a development fellow, researcher and a gender equality advocate. Resti, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Maria, for having me. Just like I've said, my name is Restin Navagala. I'm so delighted to be part of this show, and I'm looking forward to engaging with our viewers.
Today being an International Women's Day, let's start by reflecting on the significance of this day. Resti, could you share with us why International Day of the Women holds such an importance in our society?
Wow, a very interesting question. Unlike other days, International Women's Day, it's a day where we get to recognize and also appreciate the outstanding achievements of women, looking back on how far we've come from when women were not able to do so many things in society, politically, economically, socially, and what we have done today. But then it's also a day to reflect on the various challenges that are still impending women to reach their potential. So this day really holds so much weight that many people, government, civilians, activists get to give very much attention to issues concerning women and women's movements.
That is powerful reminder, Resti. Now, looking back at the history of the International Women's Day, can you highlight some key moments or milestones in the women's rights movement that have led to the establishment of this day?
Interesting question. Thousands of years back, women weren't allowed to attain education, and schools were measured for the male gender. But this is an achievement because right now, women attend school. We are finding women being professors, and also other governments actually have gone an extra mile. For example, Uganda putting up affirmative action to push and also give support to female students from vulnerable families to attend education. Also, women weren't allowed to vote, but right now they have a right to vote, and so many other things. So, I conclude that a step has been taken in ensuring that women enjoy their rights, much as there is still a huge gap we still need to cover.
It's incredible to see how far we've come as women, yet it's still that it shows like we still have so much that has to be done. Resti, in your work as a gender, a researcher, and a development practitioner, what are some of the most pressing issues facing women globally?
Amazing question, especially on this day that much as we are appreciating and acknowledging the achievements of women, but also we are acknowledging and the various challenges that are facing women. So some of the challenges that are still really a very big impediment to women's rights. We still facing issues to do with the inequalities, that is socially, politically, and economically. When it comes politically, you see that women still face challenges in taking up political positions. Comes to homes, women still face gender-based violence, and also women disguised and minimized in various social and economic sectors. So these are all issues that need to be worked on to ensure that women can as well fulfill their potential in the various fields.
There are indeed complex issues that require multifaceted solutions. Resti, how can individuals and communities work towards addressing these disparities and advancing further gender equality in your view?
Oh, wow. So I think the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that individuals get to acknowledge that women are human just like any other gender. That women are human just like male. So in that, those who have been able to understand the narrative of gender equality, then we have to go and zero down to the various communities to make sure that we spread the gospel to engage and appreciate that women's rights are human rights, and therefore rights that belong to men also belong to women, and therefore we need to treat them equally. But then also we need to make sure that the institutions in all various fields, political, economic, and social, really are non-discriminatory, because have so many institutions, policies that are really discriminatory when it comes to gender. So we need to make sure that we make them inclusive, and also increase women participation in all fields. Thank you.
Absolutely. Gender equality is a collective responsibility. Resty, as we wrap up our conversation, what are some of your hopes and aspirations for the future of women's rights and empowerment, particularly maybe in Uganda?
Wow, thank you. I hope to see a future where women are treated equally as men, where they are all given the various opportunities and accorded the same space to really utilize or get into those opportunities. A future where the world is a haven for women, like, women are able to enjoy and live just like any other individual. And I hope to see a future that is really non-discriminatory despite of anyone's gender.
Thank you, and thank you so much, Resty, for sharing your insights and inspirations as with us who have the dedication to gender equality, and as we celebrate the 2024 Women's Day. I hope your message can travel far. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, Maria. Just to, as I conclude, just to put an emphasis on today's theme, investing in women. So I really call upon each and everyone, stakeholders, government, financial actors, to really invest in women. Investing in women, really, you don't have to get financial resources and invest in women, but also includes according a space, empowering them, supporting them. So let us all come together and also acknowledge the potential and the invaluable contribution of women in all spaces. Once we really accord them a space to be themselves and achieve their potential. Therefore, I wish all of us a happy and reflective International Women's Day 2024. Thank you so much, Maria, for having me and hosting me. Yeah.
And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Remember, every day is an opportunity to support women's rights and empowerment. Happy Women's Day.